It's time. It is time for the WWE 2K25 Universe Mode Draft. Alright guys, welcome to another video. This is the draft for WWE 2K25 and some other key info that you guys need to know regarding the series this season. Alright, if you are a brand new subscriber, we have two brands. We have WCW Nitro on Mondays and we have SmackDown Live on Fridays. This year, each brand will have 5 divisions representing it. So those divisions will be men's main card division, men's mid card, men's tag team, women's tag, and women's division. And then the rounds will correspond with the graphic. You guys will see that later on. If you're a returning subscriber and watch 2K24 Universe Mode, you will see that the titles will be flipped. So Seth Rollins is now WCW champion, Gunther is now WWE champion, so far and so forth. Another brand new thing, it's not really brand new, but it's returning. We have 4-week build up back to pay-per-views instead of the 3 weeks like last year. And also we have 4 matches for every show, which weekly show that is, to be more specific. So 4 matches on Nitro, 4 matches on SmackDown Live with 3 segments throughout the episode. Also, brand exclusive pay-per-views are becoming a thing in this year's season. Only some though. So SmackDown Live and Nitro will have their own shows for their pay-per-views, but there also will be joint pay-per-views like SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania, that fun stuff. All right, last thing. There will be a spreadsheet with everybody's roster alignment, if they're face, heel, part of a team, title holder, whatever, going up tomorrow for that first episode of Nitro. So make sure you check that out. Link will be in the link tree. And also, that's all I have. All the people on my t-shirt plus more will be drafted in the WWE 2K25 Universe Mode Draft. So let's see who WCW takes with their first overall pick. WCW Nitro selects the WCW champion Seth frickin' Rollins. SmackDown Live selects the WWE champion Gunther. WCW selects Kurt Angle. SmackDown Live selects the best in the world, CM Punk. WCW's next pick is none other than the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. SmackDown Live selects the greatest of all time, John Cena. WCW's next pick is former SmackDown Live co-general manager, Triple H. The next pick for SmackDown Live is none other than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. WCW's next pick is L.A. Knight, former Mr. Money in the Bank. Welcome to the main event scene and welcome to SmackDown Live, because SmackDown Live selects Jey Uso. SmackDown Live's next pick back-to-back is former WCW champion Damian Priest. WCW selects Cody Rhodes, former WWE champion back in 2K22. SmackDown Live's next pick is the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. WCW's next pick is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton. SmackDown Live's next pick is the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. WCW Nitro's next pick is the leader of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor. The next pick for SmackDown Live is the unpredictable badass, Braun Breaker. He's returning back to WCW Nitro. It is former 2-time WCW champion AJ Styles. And making his debut, Kenny Omega is drafted to SmackDown Live. Bray Wyatt coming to WCW Nitro with Nitro's next pick. And kicking off the women's division, WCW selects the WCW Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. SmackDown Live selects the EST, the SmackDown Live Women's Champ, Bianca Belair. Next pick for WCW Nitro is the man, Big Time Becky Lynch. Next up for SmackDown Live is the Eradicator, former WCW Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Nitro selects Alexa Bliss, former SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Next pick for SmackDown Live is former one-half of the WCW Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky. Nitro selects Dakota Kai. SmackDown Live selects the debuting Naomi coming to the blue brand. Nitro selects Trish Stratus. SmackDown Live selects Lyra Valkyria. Next up for WCW Nitro is the Irresistible Force, Nia Jax. Next up for SmackDown Live is former WCW Women's Champion, the role model, Bayley. Next up for WCW Nitro is Liv Morgan. SmackDown Live's next pick is Hell's favorite, Gigi Dolan. WCW Nitro's next pick is the Women's Royal Rumble from 2K24, The Queen. SmackDown Live's next pick is American-made own Ivy Nile. Next up for Nitro is former SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. The Hot Mess is drafted to SmackDown Live. Judgment Day's own Tatum Paxley returning back to WCW Nitro. The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, is coming back to the blue brand after being absent since 2K23. Piper Niven getting a solo start here, coming to the orange brand known as WCW. Cora Jade making her way to the blue brand. And former one-half Twisted Terror Blair Davenport selected for WCW Nitro. Kicking off the mid-card division, we have WCW selecting the Hardcore Champion, Karrion Kross. SmackDown Live selects the IC Champion, Austin Theory. Pete Dunne returning back to the series, this time to WCW Nitro. Next up for SmackDown Live is Sami Zayn. Making his series and season debut is Andrade, coming in the blue brand. Jimmy Uso going solo, but this time on WCW Nitro. Speaking of series and season debuts, SmackDown Live selects Lexis King. More debuts, Oba Femi coming to WCW Nitro on Monday nights. Next up for SmackDown Live is the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. Former Intercontinental Champion going to the orange brand, it's RVD. Sheamus coming to SmackDown Live with their next pick. Ilya Dragunov selected for WCW Nitro. The Maverick Logan Paul, former Hardcore Champion, going to the orange brand. Recently injured Solo Sikoa is drafted to SmackDown Live. More series and season debuts. Shawn Spears, the chairman, drafted to Nitro. Next up is Big Bronson Reed going to the Blue brand on Fridays. I Love You, Jacob Fatu is on WCW. The Miz, drafted to SmackDown Live alongside his wife, Maurice. Shinsuke Nakamura going to WCW Nitro. Next up for SmackDown Live is American Maids leader, Chad Gable. The host of the Grayson Waller Effect returning to Monday nights, it's Grayson Waller. Imperium's own Ludwig Kaiser on SmackDown Live. Big E is drafted to WCW Nitro. All Ego making his series and season debut on SmackDown Live. Fraxium making their debuts as well on Monday nights. Next up is the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers. Heavy Machinery, Otis and Braun Strowman are drafted to WCW. The War Raiders are here on the Blue brand. The Street Profits, the current WCW Nitro Tag Team Champions, are drafted. The Creed Brothers, part of American Made, go back to the Blue brand. The Judgment Day, Dirty Dom and JD McDonough are part of WCW once again. The Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, are on SmackDown Live. The New Day, selected by WCW Nitro with their next pick. AOP, the Authors of Pain, alongside Paul Ellering, are on SmackDown Live. WCW's next pick is the Wyatt Six. The Hardys, drafted to the Blue brand. Making their series and season debut is Pretty Deadly to WCW. They don't miss. It's Carmelo and Trick. Kicking off the women's tag team division is Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. SmackDown Live selects Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the Unholy Union. Next up for WCW Nitro is the Kabuki Warriors. The Diva Dollas returning back to SmackDown Live. Pure Fusion Collective making their series and season debut, and it's their first year as a team. The Way, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell are drafted to SmackDown. Strength and Swagger, B-Fab, and Raquel Rodriguez are on Nitro. JC Jane and the debuting Fallon Henley are drafted to SmackDown Live. And the Nitro GM this year is JBL. SmackDown Live GM is the returning Stephanie McMahon. Alright guys, that is the Universe Mode Draft here in WWE 2K25. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, because you do not want to miss this terrific journey. And I will see you tomorrow for the first episode of this great series, and the new season will officially kick off. So make sure you're there.